let's get ourselves started up here. Me too, there we go. Alright, let's do it. This is Final Fantasy 14. We're gonna go do one of my absolute favorite parts in all of Heavensward. Yeah, I know, all of the cool stuff that's been going on, not even my favorite. This is my favorite part. This is kind of why I wanted to hang back and wait for a bit. I remember hearing some of my friends were asking that I do more, minions, so I wanted to bring out the ones that are not completely spoilers. So here we have a fledgling dodo. He is adorable. He is a little dodo baby. He is, where is he? I thought he was number 1. There, no, he's number 2. Dodos mature extremely fast, going from fledgling to full-grown friar in but a few short moons. This, coupled with the fact that an adult female can lay up to 7 eggs a sen night, makes this particular cloudkin the perfect option for feeding the hungry masses. Lightning drools over the Bismarck's delightful grilled dodo. Yeah. Speaking of, I actually heard a story about how the reason why people think dodo birds were stupid is because they had no natural predators on the island they came from. So they didn't think that the humans were a threat and just ran up to go, like, hug them. And then the humans caught them and ate them. So that's cool. That's cool. Also, I decided, we are gonna look at, this draft chocobo. This heretofore unseen breed of chocobo was said to have been discovered by chocobo hunters searching for the legendary chocobo forest, which they found! Its enormous size would make a fine pack chocobo, but its foul temper prevents it from completing even the slightest of tasks without the injury of some poor rider. The thing was thrice my size and already maimed several keeps. Yeah, Papali Polly! Yo! Yes. Yo, Papali Polly, nice to have you with us. Yeah, have a good one. Yeah. Alright. What am I doing? Hey, LV! Hey, what's up? What am I doing again? Alright, we're heading over. We're gonna go find out what happened with those, with the crystal shipments that they sent to Ifrit. Wonderful, you idiots. Absolute stupid idiots. One life for one world. If we take the Griffin's double at his word, then the crystals are now somewhere within Zaharak, ready to be put to use by the Amalja. We must apprise Alice of all that we have learned. I will join you both in a little Alamigo after I have changed. Yes, please do it off screen. Thank you, young child. I still love that my robe sticks out of this. It's beautiful. I can never wear robes anywhere. It sucks. Hey, oh, hey, Thancred. Kept you waiting, eh? My apologies. Ah, that's much better. Subterfuge was never my strong suit. You are prepared for battle, then? This is New Game Plus, yes, SJK. I do have a few characters, but yeah, this isn't blind. This is all 100%, like, I've done all the cool stuff. I have a bunch of level 80s. I've basically done everything this game has to offer. But, my friends, like, can't play 14, because they can't subscribe or whatever. So I'm doing the story for my friends. So come and join us if you want to hear about my feelings about the game as it goes through. And my really bad voice acting. You can do that too. Now that Thancred has finally arrived, mayhap you could share your latest findings. Well, we learned that there's a body double. You mean to tell me that while we were worrying ourselves sick, Ida and Papa Limo were here all along? Well, Ishtola will be relieved, and also angry. Mainly angry, I should think. As for the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of the Amalja. For all we know, they could be preparing to summon Ifrit even as we speak. We must make for Zaharak without delay. Agreed. There is naught else to discuss, then let us depart at once. Uh-oh. Mysterious elf dude! And so they go forth in accordance with the Griffin's plan. Players gather to assume their marks on a stage wreathed in flame. Ere long the curtain shall rise, and the drama of which I am author, gods forgive me, shall at last be performed. Naught else remaineth, save to stand at the ready and pray that the chance is seized, for never shall we know its like again. I have not done Uwu or T. Those are the ultimate ones. The what was it? The Epic of Alexander and Ultimate Weapon Ultima Weapon Ultimate. I have not done them. I used to do Savage back in the day. Honestly, all of my friends that play are not around the level of running those kinds of things, and I live in a place where I cannot get a good static, so I don't. I think that if I really put my mind to it, I probably could, but I don't gotta prove anything to anyone, and I don't gotta. Sorry. I apologize. You're probably not gonna get a stream of any of the ultimate, epics or anything like that. My apologies. Also, yes, LV, this mysterious elf is such a nerd. He's a big, giant nerd. All seems calm here. Is it possible that we've been deceived? Yeah, I mean, these guys aren't, like, running around anywhere. There's also a tortoise. But, like, yeah, see, that guy seems pretty okay. They don't seem like there's anything going on. You would think there would be more obvious signs that something was afoot, but if anything, this place seems quieter than I remember it. I have a bad feeling about this. Yeah. And I mean, let's be honest, we've got a fight thing going on right here, so obviously there is something that's gonna be going on. I confess, I expected a warmer greeting, but we must not jump to conclusions, not until we have braved the Bowl of Embers. We must be ready to engage the enemy at any moment. If you would make any final preparations, pray do so now. I shall await your signal. Upon proceeding to the Bowl of Embers, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Yay! Several cutscenes! Let's do it. Yes, let's do it on very easy, because I am a baby. Oh, I'm not. Oh, sorry about that.
This isn't right. The Emulger would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
Yeah, unless, like, their god was already dead. But even then, they wouldn't want it to be, yeah. They wouldn't want it to be unguarded, because it's a sacred place.
Not willingly, no.
Oh, no. Jeez, it's the Warriors of Darkness!
The saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. You're really the Warriors of Darkness! Ha! Got him! Alright.
By the 12, will you never learn?
Apparently not.
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god.
Hey, what?
It's all a bit much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it.
What do you mean? What was it, birthing a new god? What? What does that even mean?
But killing the warrior of light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos.
Oh, okay, I get it now. So now it's just gonna be a mano. Got it.
One life for one world. A fair exchange. Wouldn't you agree?
How about no? Also, sounds painful birthing a new god. You know what? I do not envy all of the old gods who are birthing gods all the time. I don't envy them. Nope, nope. It doesn't sound easy. Oh, sheeps! Wait, you're not a tank then, Cred?
Lest you forget, you've more than one opponent.
Wait a minute. We got 1, 2, 3. We're only 4 versus 5. This is a little. Well, I mean, I probably count for 3 or 4. So. Alpha, no!
Carbuncle, defend me!
Yes! Little Garby!
I sense you will offer more than mere target practice, unlike your sister.
Oh, got him! Rip Alice. Alice!
Alice!
Ooh, that Magus of Darkness. Gonna beat him up.
Did I not tell you, Alphino? I am not the girl I once was. My brother was always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere.
Yes, yes. Come on, Alice. Just like I showed you. Do it, LV, do it! A rapier!
As Eorzea's blade of light once stood by my side, now I shall stand at hers and defend this realm with all my might.
Yes!
Let's finish this.
Oh, let's. Yes! I'm so excited! I love this fight. I love it so much. Let's dance! Oh, but always get rid of the healer first. We've come too far. Sacrificed too much to stop now. You think you're the only ones to have known sorrow? Stay close. Ah, forgive me. So be it.
You shall fall soon enough.
Get out of here, Magus of Darkness. Stop hurting my daughter. No! No, we will not be denied so easily! What the? They're using the Echo? Is this the power of the Echo? Get that healer. We must. Get the knight down. But we're so close. Got them all down. You're all alone. No! Not the Echo again! Again they rise! Have these warriors no limits?
No more games.
Ah! No! God damn it, I can't break free! No!
It ends now.
Home gang worst! What?
What?
The chains.
Who did that?
You snake! You would betray us as well?
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart.
What?
But say, warrior of darkness, and speak true, what dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation? Nay.
By the 12! Oriange!
It is! He's actually doing something!
Mine apologies, Master Alphino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
But why?
You sweet fool. I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us.
Oh, Alice. She was the one who saw him.
I expect a full explanation when this is over. For now, may I assume you have turned your cloak for the last time?
Yes, please don't be like a triple, what do you call it? A triple agent.
Thou mayest, my lady.
Yay! Oriange's our friend again and not trying to get me killed! Yay! What?
By thy leave.
What is this JoJo posing? Oriange, please!
Even odds then. No matter. We'll crush the lot of you in one fell swoop.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna be able to defeat their echo powers.
Understood.
Oh, that Magus.
Hearken to me. We only have one chance.
What are you talking about, Alice?
Channel your ether into my blade that I might strike before the mage casts his spell.
Got it.
I cannot do it alone, but together we can defeat them.
I'm gonna still make fun of him. Let's be honest. Have you seen that stupid hair, his mutton chops? Jeez. Always make fun of him. Never stop making fun of Oriange. Let's do it.
Make ready. They come.
All right. Trying to beat us on our own game. Ha!
I must have more ether.
Take the healer down first. Go to her, Calosa. We will deal with the others. I've given her all I can. The rest is up to you. So this is the most annoying thing. We need to channel it into Alice. But the blade of light is like in front of her over here. So like if you're trying to click on her, it doesn't work. You need to click over there. It's really dumb. Also, have fun being dead, Warrior of Darkness. Caution, Calosa. You mustn't channel so much at once. No, blame her! Kill her while she's weak! I've been waiting for this. Oh, really? Whoa! Oh, man, come on. Jeez, so many attacks. Have fun being dead, whatever. Bland hairs or whatever. Unto her blade we render our ether, that fortune may favor us this day. Let's not be in vain. The fate of two worlds hangeth in the balance, Calosa. Quickly, thine ether!
I can feel it. Just a little more.
gone on long enough. Dromel, kill the girl! Calosa the Ranger, you must stop her! You won't get away this time! Leave Alice alone! Hurry it up, Nailbert!
I'll crush you!
Woo! This guy loves his, like, AoE use, man. Oh, almost there, almost there. Get out of here. One more Blade of Light. Let's do it. He's like my nerd brother. You gotta protect him, but also poke fun at him. Let's be honest. What? Are you serious? I was trying to Blade of Light here, Warrior of Darkness. Yeah! That's it! That's it! We've got them!
'Tis done. With this blade, I banish the darkness.
Do it, Alice! Woo!
No. Not like this.
Yes, like this. Get out! Alice!
Alize, are you hurt?
Oh, babies!
A touch dizzy, but otherwise fine. Thank you.
Oh.
And there you have it. Our friend is too stubborn to die.
Yeah, that's kind of my MO.
We are far from finished.
Oh, really? Come on. Are you gonna use your echo again?
Or have you never considered how we came to this world?
Oh. That smug smirk. The Crystal of Light?
Crystals? You mean, like the Ascians?
Just so. As the Ascians flee unto the rift twixt planes with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
That makes sense, but it's okay, sure. Yeah. Okay.
Eloquent, as always. Aye, like the Ascians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
So it's not even just the echo. If we kill them, they're just gonna come back.
Wait! Such methods as the Ascians employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to...
They're dead. They're ghosts. Liches.
At long last, you see. To save our world, we gave our lives.
They don't look so happy about it.
We were just adventurers trying to make our way. An odd job here, a favor there. We never aspired to be warriors of light. But word of our deeds spread, and soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders and bid us fight for all that was good and right. We fought and We fought and we fought until there was no one left to fight. We won. And now our world is being erased from existence.
They won. And the thanks they get is a destroyed planet.
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this. You of all people should understand. We will not falter. We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
And they'll sacrifice themselves to do it. Oh, the lip wiggle.
I've died before, Arbit. I'm not afraid to die again.
No matter how many times we fall, we must rise and carry on the fight for those we left behind.
Crystal of earth, ice, of lightning, of wind, the fire. The 5 elements. Wait!
To have known the depth of sorrow and embraced the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louis-Sois, guide my hand, I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spindle. Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
We're missing one more element. Mine. The crystal of water. The 6 crystals of light. The 6 elements. In perfect balance. In perfect light. Sorry, I just realized what was happening. It's my phone. Sorry. Boop, 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 boop.
What is this place?
Oh, you haven't seen this place, Alfie!
Such pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
Heidelin.
It can't be.
Minfilia.
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea. From 2 worlds do we gather, and from 2 worlds do we offer a bounty of light.
A bounty of
In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
Minfilia. What? Oh, Thancred!
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed.
Bet you wish you had cleaned up and got a haircut.
There are those we can yet save, whom I can yet save.
I can get safe. Thancred is going to look like a bum in front of his bestie. Good job, Thancred. Maybe at least wash your eye rag. Nah, it ain't happening. Minfilia!
Minfilia.
Oh.
Blessed children of the First, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute.
It can be saved?
I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer!
No! No thanks.
As the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiark's will, so too must others carry out the will of Hydaelyn.
There was no one in the first who could do that.
But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary.
Bringing all of the crystals of light together gave her enough power to awaken her.
Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light. Thank you, Urianger, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
Minfilia, it's really you. It's not just the word.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Hydaelyn had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength longsword. And in treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves, the first.
Also, taking you into her bosom. Thanks, Elby.
Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark.
In order to... So, Urianger tried to bring us together in order to make the crystals call out to the mother.
Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
Minfilia, what?
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away.
What?
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
So instead of me being the sacrifice, we're sacrificing Minfilia.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You would go alone then?
Thancred, you can't.
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
Long have I watched you from Heidel's side, watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Tupsimati. I pray you, keep to the path that you may never have need of it.
Thank you, Minfilia. Into my pocket.
'Twould seem the power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
What do you do now?
Hear me, servant of Heidelin. If you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor. Take us with you. Take us home.
Yeah.
We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them.
And I'll use the light of my white magic and the darkness of my dark night as best as I can in both ways for the good of all.
We made our choice and you see what came with it, so please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
I'll find a way so that none will have to suffer as you did.
It is a strange feeling. So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph. Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor.
We're looking forward to it, Minfilia. Be safe. Flamine!
Thank you, Lamine, for everything.
And the tears begin to fall. And nothing else ever bad happened to them. Of course not. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. But I told you that was my favorite. Absolute best scene in like all of Heavensward. I love it so much. That one line, what was it? We did everything right. And it that hurt me the first time I went through it. People who say like, oh, the English voice acting is so bad, you should just do the Japanese. It's like, you guys obviously weren't actually listening. Jeez. God. Ugh. Though things did not unfold as perhaps I mean to say, I truly believe that forgive me. I should not have spoken. It is not my place. Yeah, Alice, you weren't even there during the whole Minfilia thing. Speak thy mind. I do not expect thy forgiveness. Oh, then great! It would seem we are in southern Thanalan again. Minfilia's doing, no doubt. Made a 12-speeder on our way. And the Warriors of Darkness, too. I cannot help but wonder what awaits those wayward souls. If they gave their lives in order to travel to the source, then in returning to the first, would they not... But mayhap that was their wish. Oh... Alphino seems to be at a loss for words. Every man, what was it? So Urianche, we're putting you to the Thancred watch, you know, while we watch and make sure you don't turn evil again. Make sure that he doesn't drink anything either, because remember, he's probably gonna turn evil just from drinking. The drinking's gonna turn him evil. It's happening. It's so bad. No, Alteron, remember, every person that Elvie falls in love with invariably turns evil or dies. That's the thing. You gotta remember the extra part. Forgive me. My thoughts were elsewhere. And this one I know full well there is yet work to be done. The crystals... Leave them to me. I'll go back to Zaharak and secure them. The Amaljo will still be in disarray after the thrashing the Warriors of Darkness gave them. They'll not like to notice a lone bard skulking about. You sure you're okay on your own, Thancred? But Thancred, you... Don't have to do this, I know. But I want to. I'll see you at the Rising Stones. I think you need some time to be alone and think. I should go and find Ida and Papalimo. They have been finishing searching the Masks' camp by now. Not that it matters anymore. Yeah. Say anything? Yeah, okay. Urianche's still saying the same thing. You must be tired, Calosa. I know I am. If thou wilt permit me, my lady, I would ask a question. When didst thou become aware of mine independent pursuits? When I saw you meeting with that warrior of darkness and the Ascian in white at the Great Library. I try not to think the worst. You've never been one to confide in others, so I knew that even were your intentions pure, you would not share your plans with us until you felt the time was right. But I cannot deny that a part of me feared you had simply betrayed us. Would that there had been another way. Know that I took no pleasure in deceiving thee, and that these sins will forever weigh heavy on my heart. I understand why you did what you did. That you but sought to achieve the greatest good while inflicting the least harm. Not that many would have the courage to make that choice. But even knowing what came of your actions, I find that I cannot condone them. I'm sorry. Calosa, forgive me, but I believe the events of the day have taken a toll on me. I should like to rest for a while. If thou wilt grant me leave, I would gladly escort thee unto a refuge of thine own choosing. Once my lady hath regained her strength, we shall join thee at the Rising Stones. Until then, warrior of light. Alright then, back to the Rising Stones! Revenant's Toll! Well, no, I didn't It's like a Venn diagram, you guys. Not all of the people that Elvie falls in love with turn evil or die, but not all people who turn evil or die are loved by Elvie. Come on, you guys. This is simple statistics. Come on. Temple tap. Jeez. Yes, Elvie doesn't love... And see, also, Urianger didn't turn evil, so therefore, Elvie doesn't necessarily fall in love with him. Once again, temple tap. Come on. Come on. Oh, I shall ever treasure this feeling of accomplishment after a difficult mission. Now then, where to next? Oh, hey, Horrible. Hey, Coltonet. What's up? Where to next indeed? You two are inseparable. Get a room, you two. Oh, Flamine! Oh, it's you. Welcome home, Calosa. Oh. Home. Hello, Home. When you think about it, we have accomplished quite a lot in recent days, have we not? Well, there are, of course, some few regrets for missed opportunities. A pity we were unable to deal with Ilbert and the Braves once and for all, for example. Yeah, a pity we won't find out what happened to him. Yeah, it's like that Doofenshmirtz meme, the best meme. If I had a nickel for every time one of Elvie's crushes turned out evil, I would have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at Doofenshmirtz, but... What the? Wait, where's Papa Limo? Oh, Papa Limo's way back in! We said to go to the Rising Stones! I went to the Rising Stones, you stupid game! Ah! RIP! Rising Stones, why? Oh, jeez. Oh, hey, Draft Chocobo. We were just talking about you. I'm glad that we could use you once. There we go. Look at this cutie. Yeah. You get him for inviting people to play the game, and I invited my father to play, so... Ah, there you are. We've finished our search, in case you were wondering. I've yet to tell them what happened in Zaharak. I thought it best to do so together. Well met, Calosa. Alphino said you would be joining us. Although it took a long time for you to do so, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just keep going. Twould seem the Griffin's double was telling the truth insofar as we found nothing resembling a sizable cache of crystals in the Masks' camp. Did you perchance find one in Zaharak? We did. And we found the Warriors of Darkness. Actually, beta. Oh! I don't believe it! The crystals, Minfilia, all of it, it's just... I don't know what it is. I sympathize, Ida. Even now I struggle to comprehend what I just saw. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that I feel blessed to have been granted a final chance to speak with her. 'Twas bittersweet, aye, but also affirming. Poor Ida and Papa Limo, they didn't get to say goodbye. Alphino, I believe it is past time Ida and I rejoin the Scions. We have been away for far too long. Though I am loath to leave the Griffin to his own devices, I feel our investigation would benefit from your dispassionate perspectives. And I hope that we might, in turn, offer our own opinions to the many challenges that you have faced in our absence. Gods, it's been absolutely ages, hasn't it? I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures. We should be glad to recount them, and Tataru's tales may well surprise you. What the? Oh, hey, it's Gundobald. Ida? Ida, Roger be praised, it is you! Ida, alive, and standing here before me in the flesh. I can hardly believe my eyes. What do you mean alive? She didn't, like, die or anything. Oh, yeah, well, it's just... Come now, has it really been so long you don't remember me? It's Gundobald. I fought beside your father in the revolution. Papalimo's face. Do not think less of her, friends. It's been 20 years since the occupation sent us our separate ways, but the resistance was always welcome in Little Ala Mhigan. They gave us hope, and young Ida most of all. Ida was always full of fire, ever the first to volunteer for a mission. Until the day she up and vanished, that is. There were rumors, and we feared the worst, but here you are, alive and well, looking nary a day older.
Well, what can I say? I'm sorry for running off like that and making you all worry. It's a long story, but you see, I got involved with my friends here, the Scions. Oh, sorry. We were still the Circle of Knowing back then, right? Anyway, I wanted to come back and tell you, but it was all very secretive stuff at the time, and as you can see, I'm completely fine. I know we've got a lot to talk about, and we will, but right now I've got to hurry back to our headquarters. My friends are expecting me.
Really? That's weird.
Pray forgive her. It has been a very long day for us all. I promise we will visit again at the first opportunity. Let us return to the Rising Stones. Hells take me for giving you that mask.
What the? What's going on? It's a secret. I saw Speak with Papalimo and read Speak with Papali. Rip.
Papali. Papali, pali, pali, papali. 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 Papali, pali, pali, papali, pali. Yay!
Game says, go speak to a scion over at Calosa. Yes, the Rising Stones. Look, they were saying, I'm going to go to the Rising Stones. Then Alfredo said, I'm going to the Rising Stones. And then Uriange said, I'm going to go to the Rising Stones. So I thought it's pretty obvious to say to go to the Rising Stones. I feel I am fully in the right here. Yeah. What was it? Alteron, when we made our Lalafell alts, Alteron was going to try and make his character Papaya Paya. But so of course someone else already thought of that sooner, so there's already Papaya Paya. So he named his Lalafell Papali Pali. So that's how I sing it now, because it's Papali Pali now. So there you go. I'm pretty sure all of us did the exact same thing. So dumb. Why would the game do that? It's so dumb. Say, hey, could you pick up Ida and Papalimo before heading back to the Rising Stones? No, they don't say that. They say go back to the Rising Stones. Anyway, I'm done. I'm calm. Welcome home, Calosa. I trust your journey was uneventful. You will be pleased to hear that Thancred has secured the crystals. He sent word a short while ago. Once he has delivered them safely to the Temple Knights' care, he will rejoin us here and we can declare this matter officially resolved. While awaiting your arrival, I took the opportunity to contact Y'shtola and Kryl and brief them on all that has occurred. I also requested that they return to the Rising Stones at their earliest convenience. Now that our lost friends have been found, it would seem meet to discuss the future. Meet as in good or important. I'll say sitting in a chair in the corner. She doesn't like doing talky things.
Back in the Solar. It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since after Moonbraider.
Oh, no. Now we've lost Minfilia too.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Most of all.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
Yeah. Go Minfilia, somewhere off in the first.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
Aww!
Ragnar rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here. The scions of the Seventh Dawn are not as they once were, nor should we be.
Heck no!
Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts.
Yeah!
And I hope that the scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Yeah!
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit.
So now we're just gonna be a bunch of loosely, like, allied adventurers? I mean, that's kind of what I've been doing anyway.
Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask.
Sounds good.
I should be glad of your continued assistance.
Yeah! Ishtola and Cryo! Fist bump!
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found. Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
Absolutely not. Kryle is the best. Kryle, get in this party right now!
You will always be welcome here, Kryle.
Heck yeah!
Urianger, can we trust you to carry on your investigation of the Ascians as before?
Oh, I just remembered. I love how my dad always calls him Urianger. I love it every time Dad calls him Urianger. I love it. I love it. Urianger.
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Yeah, kind of. But, I mean, we let Alfie back in after he screwed everything up. No offense, Alfie.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. It would be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes.
And also the fact that we let Alfie back in when he screwed up, but anyway.
She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you far better suited to the latter.
We also let Thancred back after he ruined everything too. Let's be honest, more people have screwed up and destroyed us than have not. So, I mean, yeah, you're actually fitting in more than anyone.
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Yeah, welcome back, Urianger.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the Resistance.
Just as long as you don't, like, make out with, like, the Griffin or anything. Jeez.
There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja. Not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy.
Oh, yeah.
That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
Yeah, we gotta make sure that that guy doesn't pull a Gaius and start invading us again. I'll punch him. I'll punch him 7 times.
And what will you do, Alize?
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities.
So what, you're just gonna wander off and do another, like, 8-man savage raid. We already did that. We already finished Alexander, so we can't do that again.
That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable, and we've always got her to keep us from bickering.
What? You just assume that I'm just gonna tell you guys to stop bickering? Maybe you guys should stop acting like children! I'm just saying!
But I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Nope, you are Alice forever. And we're gonna treat you like Alice, the tiny dork, and I'm gonna noogie you. So, you better be ready for the noogies.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
Yeah! Hee 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 hee.
Well then, Alfie, I for my part shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
Yeah, Tataru! Continue dunking on Alfie. ABDA. Always be dunking on Alfie. Yes.
I would not have it any other way, Tataru.
Yeah.
And we mustn't forget you. What now for the Warrior of Light?
Well, let's see. I think I've done most of the side quest stuff. I still need to do Tales from the Dragon Song War, but I can't really do that until I finish this New Game Plus item. But when that happens, I'll get around to it. Don't you worry. Oh, you know, things. A new adventure. What else? To strive for those we have lost and for those we can yet save. And the road goes ever on and on, down from the door where it began. Let's do a Minfilia thing. Let's be nice. Let's remember Minfilia for her sacrifice. Yeah, Calosa is super cute. Her cheeks are adorable. I know. She's adorable. How could you not love her? For those we can yet save.
Indeed.
Indeed.
The path behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
Yeah! Oh, hey! Thuriathati! Thank you for the follow! I'm so happy to know that people are enjoying this. And you guys, don't be shy. You can talk a bit and hang out if you want. There we go. Oops. Hey, Ida. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Is Colton still? Oh no, they're doing their own thing. Oh ho! Do not think I will be so bested so easily again. When my competition with the Lady Ida has ended, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall crown a new champion of the squat. Oh my gosh, you dork. 'Tis passing strange to think we may never see Lady Minfilia again. After witnessing so many of our missing comrades return to us, I dared to hope that she might one day do the same. As agreed, we shall spend the coming moons conducting our own independent research. Should you have need of our services, however, you are of course welcome to seek us out. It would seem that I'm a scion then. Some derive comfort from such titles, but I cannot say I feel any different from before. Well, mayhap a twinge of pride. Yeah. Leave it to me, Calosa. I'll make sure she's properly introduced to everyone. Yeah! It's official then. Gods, I hope I don't regret this. Alice, you will make a fine scion. Quit whining. Oh yeah, but if you just want to lurk and hang out, yeah, there's no pressure. But don't feel like you can't. It'll be great hanging out. Yeah. It may be argued that the great sundering of the source was an aberration, and the existence of the 10 and 3 reflections an offense to the natural order. That, most assuredly, is the Ascians' belief. 'Twas in the hope of opening mine eyes to said revelation that they first came unto me, imagining it sufficient to secure mine allegiance. Nor would they have been mistaken, were my heart a temple to truth alone. But as a devoted follower to Master Louis Suar's teachings, and for the love I bear for him and his, I hearkened not to their words. I suppose I should not be surprised. With everyone standing in a circle delivering grand proclamations about their future endeavors, she naturally felt obliged to make up one of her own. What do you mean? What? I have Sir Amaric's assurances that the Temple Knights will henceforth keep a close eye on the Ishgardian crystal trade. Oh, and he extends his deepest apologies for your dinner having been cut short. Courteous fellow, isn't he? You would never guess he was a politician. Oh, snap! Hello, Flamine. You needn't say a word, Calosa. I know. I know. Wherever she wanders, no matter how far, she will always be with us. Oh, it's Flory! Hey, Flory! Thanks for making it! I'm so happy you could hang out. Don't worry, if you're ever busy, don't worry, you can jump away at any time. No worries. Flory is a perfect name, but Thadi is fine. I'll get it soon. But it'll always be Flory, or it'll be Rian. Hey, Rian! Baby is on a drive right now, so I'm just hanging out. Okay, sounds good. So yeah, this is Rian. Hey, Rian, hey! All these little mistakes are beginning to add up, Aenor. You must try harder to remain focused. Oh my gosh. The girl who can't stay focused because she wants giant burly dudes to make out with her. I'm doing my best, Oker. I really am. I just can't seem to clear my mind. I keep thinking about you and your brother and me. Oh my gosh, Aenor. Please stop trying to make out with burly dudes. Come on. Trouble in paradise, eh? Oh, Clemens, you must be so sad for the you have the most terrible sister with the worst fetish. I'm sorry. Oh, you can do it in your profile settings. Just found it. Nice. Well, I think Flory is fine. Or I think Thadi is fine. Rian Sudrak! Woo! It's Rian! I'm so happy. Look at them, Calosa. The signs of the 7th dawn. Look how far we've come. The people we've met. The moments we've shared. The losses we've suffered. The tragedies we've overcome. All of it has made us who we are today. Where we go from here and what the future holds, only the 12 will know. But I know that we will find out together. Yay! 3.4 finished! Everyone.
One world's heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain.
Who is this mysterious voice?
Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life...
Everyone's happy to meet Alice.
My friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me.
We did it! We won! And nothing bad will ever happen again! Yeah, this game is over! We did it! This is the end of the whole game! Yay! There was no Shadowbringers, you guys. That was all just a fever dream. Anyway, Tupsamani, yeah, Papalimo.
Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoir's disciple, I would keep it close at hand.
I love when this first happened. I was like, Papalimo, did you get taken over by the Ascians? Like, immediately I went to, oh no, this guy is trying to steal it because he's really an Ascian. Thankfully, no. Spoiler alert, Papalimo is not trying to murder us in our sleep.
Thank you. I shall guard it well.
Heck yeah, you will! See ya! And he's gone.
There is cause to hope.
Oh! It was Papalimo talking. Lamau. Sorry.
For every ending, every parting marks a new beginning.
Meanwhile, the Griffin. The real Griffin. Well done, brother. You may resume your normal duties and rejoin the others. The coming battle shall be our greatest yet, and I intend to stand with you all on that glorious day. Where is this? Somewhere in South Shroud, it looks like. That's the marsh. Near Camp Tranquil. True believers are so readily led. Litibus. I've given them everything they desired, all for which they have prayed. I doubt you can say the same for your own pawns. Get what you wanted, then? Was it all worth it in the end? There were some unexpected developments, but they were ultimately to our advantage. Be it host to a surfeit of dark, light or dark, a world bereft of equilibrium is but a void in waiting, and a void is of no use to my master. I shall follow her emissary with great interest. As for the pawns whom you so pity, they have delivered unto me a gift, which I do now present unto you. The eyes of Nidhogg! Who would have thought that throwing them over a gorge would have been a bad idea? The eyes of Nidhogg. Many were the candidates considered, but by your deeds you have proven yourself the most deserving. Oh no. A man of boundless rage and bottomless despair, in whose breast beats a heart which thirsts for vengeance. Only you are fit to wield these eyes, for weal or for woe. Oh, jeez, Griffin, no! Don't be led astray! Balls of Nidhogg! Oh, jeez, this is gonna be terrible. What? Why are we over at the Fields of Cartno? This is a PvP arena, by the way. What the? I recognize those boots. So it was here all along. Nero! Oh, just you wait, my pretty. You and I are going to have so much fun. Ha 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 ha. Oh no, Nero's turning evil again! Yeah, I had no idea where this was because who even PvPs in Final Fantasy XIV? Literally no one. Actually, Rian did. Rian and I PvP'd a little bit in order to get a mount. Obviously, the only reason to do so.
Oh, as if you were to try and get rid of me at the first opportunity. Don't you drag me into this mess. I have a precocious sibling too, and I'm sure she'd be happy to join us.
Believe me, I know all too well the bird that is a precocious sibling. We should trade tales over a drink sometime, or perhaps even with the four of us. Ah, Anor! Oh, rip Anor!
It is a bit overwhelming, quite frankly, having spent so much time on the road, often by myself. Yet I will try to approach this as a learning experience, as I did my travels. Had I not kept an open mind, after all, I doubt I would have been able to master the ethereal blade, nor would I have benefited from the rather pointed advice I received. There is no one path, as some are given to say, and there is wisdom in exploring every school of magic, as there is in exploration of all things.
It is not as though I do not enjoy the company of so many motivated youths. However, without Isildur around, I cannot help but feel somewhat isolated. Oh! He got carried away with his training, lest you wonder, and injured his back. Alian has been looking after him ever since. Oh, Home and Isildur, just the best friends ever! Ida still being a little... Yeah, way back when for PvP, especially back in the day, PvPing without job crystals was actually better because then you could stack a bunch of Then you could stack more DPS cooldowns on top of each other because you would get like 10 job things, and so a warrior could shoot out a whole bunch of damage all at once because you just stack up all of your DPS cooldowns and just melt someone. So yeah, it was actually better to not be in a job in PvP back then than it was to be one. Yeah. But now they stopped that right quick. They're like, nope, you gotta be a job now because people are gonna try and be that way. Ugh. Anyway. So for now, we all know he's got his mind made up. The Crystal Braves are no more. It's all over. Bam! You haven't got to go home, but you can't stay here. But Rio, he's not having it. Won't even let old Alfie finish. Oh my gosh! You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. But Rio wasn't having it. Yeah! Best. And then I was worried about how to brief Papalima on the many momentous events which we have been witness to in recent memory. Little did I know I need only leave Hori to it. Hori is the best talker. I love him. My word, Calosa, I must confess to some considerable amazement at the great trials and tribulations you and the others have recently overcame. I must again apologize for our prolonged absence, and for the fact that we have yet to answer your many questions. As for Ida, well, all things in time, I suppose. Did I talk with you, Alfie? I don't think I did.
I guess I was just so caught up in thinking about, well, everything that I dozed off for a moment.
I have been thinking, Calosa, when time allows, we should go and pay a visit to Gabu with Alice. Although their time together was short, I know she felt a kinship with the young child. Oh, we should! I told her everything that happened. She needed to know, and I thought it would be best if it came from me. It's strange to think back on the circumstances of our first meeting. We were all so very young, so foolish, so powerless. In that moment she departed this realm for the first I heard her speak to me. I know this to be true, just as I know she will one day return to us. In those final moments, she was smiling, was she not? She was proud and hopeful and looking to the future. So I will too, Calosa. I will. I will. Oh. Yeah, it was pretty hilarious. Anyway, time to start, what was it, 3.5! Woo!
Calosa, just the hero I wanted to see. Would you mind doing me a small favor? I need you to meet me at the Diamond Forge. This won't take long, I promise.
Diamond Forge? Isn't that over in Revenant's Toll? Why right at the Diamond Forge? Do I got, like, is Tataru trying to make a suit of armor for herself? What? She does find out, yeah, she knows. And we find out that she knows too. We didn't just, like, leave her alone. Let's see. What's going on? What's up, Tataru?
I'm sorry to drag you away from your duties, but as I said, this won't take long. I just need you to stand perfectly still for a few moments.
What? What are you talking about? Huh?
Ah! Who are these three? Right, everyone. Ready to go to work? No squirming now. Oh, and you might want to close your eyes. Yeah! Hee 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 hee. There, all finished. The Warrior of Light's every measurement, from heroic head to intrepid toe.
Oh, please don't sell it on the market board.
What was that all about? Well, wouldn't you like to know? All in good time, Calosa, all in good time. Oh, Ada. Aha, found you. Alphino wants everyone in the Solar for a meeting. I don't know what it's about, but he seemed to think it was very important. Go on, we have everything we need. No sense in keeping everyone waiting.
Congratulations, Calosa! You're the new Bachelorette! I'm sorry, but I'm already bonded. Excuse you.
We're here. Did we miss anything?
I hope not.
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Urianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Lol, Urianger is never around when, like, ever something happens.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
I'm just saying, man. Urianger back to being absolutely useless. What happens in Mordona stays in Mordona. You know what? This whole time Calosa has been running around everywhere. You can bet money that Rian has slept with every single person in Revenant's Toll so far. Oh man, it's so obvious. Rian has done that. Not that that's a problem. That's what cat boys are supposed to do. That's their job, so.
Thank you, Elise. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention.
Oh, Rian saying poor Calosa. Rian, you don't know about my harem, do you? Calosa has a harem of her own that I don't think Rian quite knows about just yet, so... Maybe not so poor just yet. Was it all dads? Not just dads. Every single person that has ridden on my wedding chocobo to mount is part of my harem now. It's canon. Yeah, Flory hasn't seen that part, and we haven't really talked about it that much. So there you go. Everyone that has ever ridden on Calosa's mount is now a part of her harem. This is canon.
And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia.
Oh.
Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Oh, so someone who would just stand behind a desk and tell us where to go? Who's gonna do that? Not me! 3, 2, 1, not me!
Is that all? Well, then the decision seems clear.
No, we're not gonna make Alpha know, the person who created the Crystal Braves and then got us all murdered to do it. Alice, say please.
No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
Alice, you did not see the horrible, absolute crap that we went through in Ul'dah. Alice, slice.
I did not mean to... That was not my intention.
It probably wasn't, but...
As my tenure as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
Thank goodness, because,
Should none of our numbers step forward, must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Or maybe we just don't. As I said, a bunch of loosely allied, adventurers. Sounds about right.
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede she might struggle to balance her new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
I do that a lot. Even the third one. You don't see it, but there's a lot of side quests Calosa's done.
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Yeah, we've got a link shell and everything. We're just... Hey, come on over, I'm fighting a big monster. Okay, teleport! I mean, it's really not that bad.
Oh my goodness, help! I need some help here.
What? Tataru?
Tataru, are you all right?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Narco! Gods, how did... Yashola! Please, you have to help her.
Kral, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
Now, we've staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Oh, so this lady is Monago?
Thank you. My message. It was too important to delay. I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
Honestly, you're too brave for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
Yeah, what's happening?
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. but I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Ala Mhigan Resistance.
Yeah!
I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something new. Something reckless.
Oh no! We had said not to fall under its sway, but he didn't listen to the player through the screen.
The Griffin, you say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
Aye, and on no easy target. He means to assault Baelsar's wall from the Ala Mhigan side.
Oh, jeez!
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea. And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
No, 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 no!
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Ala Mhigan, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
Yeah, because if the fighting starts, it's going to spread into the forest, and then the sylphs are going to start summoning Ramu again, and then Gridania is going to have to tell everyone to shut up and sit down, but they're not going to, and the forest is going to go up into flames. This is a problem.
His plan is flawed. Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, if there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Agreed. I should depart for Limsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours. Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emeric and encourage him to send an envoy. To Taru, Kryl, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed.
Sorry, we are talking in the actual thing about spoilers, so that's why I'm so quiet. Just listen.
I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our tasks.
Your stall's like, we should have an antecedent lady. Also, I'm just gonna explain and do everything.
I suspect the ill tidings from Girabania will be held as a turning point. The beginning to a bloody end.
Perhaps a storm, a bloody end. Ah!
The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice. 'Twas Master Louis Soir himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied. And so I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
This is feeling very scary. What are you talking about, Papa Limo? What is going on with you and Ida? This is very scary. I don't like it. After conferring with Y'shtola, we have decided to focus our attentions on the East Shroud. Someone needs to keep an eye on the border, not to mention the Sylphs. Yes, please do.
I hate leaving Nago like this, but I know Kryl and Tataru will take good care of her.
Hey! That's an instance of a very good friend. Dropping it. I believe she said her name was Minago? Her cause appeared to have been genuine, but I must confess to feeling no small degree of trepidation even as I stepped aside.
We were all surprised by our sudden visitor, but Hori was able to gauge the situation at a glance. He realized the Mikote posed no immediate threat and permitted her to enter. But that still didn't mean he wasn't alert for some manner of trap. Oh yes, mayhap the elder is the finer man after all. Aenor, please. Aenor, like, is already talking about both of them together, so I mean... Even when casting the same incantation, the mastery of each practitioner greatly affects the efficacy of the spell, a principle that was aptly demonstrated by our two young mages here. We have some training in the healing arts, so we shall take turns with Mistress Kryle in caring for her patient. Ochre in particular seems rather eager to learn from the experience. Yeah, now you two could be even better healers. Mistress Kryle and Archon Y'shtola are truly exceptional healers. It was an honor to witness their ministrations firsthand. If only I could tend to my brother's battle hurts with such proficiency. I still have much study ahead of me. I wonder what Isildur would have to say about our wounded visitor. His own injuries keep him abed, and I miss savoring a cup of tea alongside his usual observations. I love those two. Their friendship is so pure. Home and Isildur are the best friends, are the best buddies. I love them. Anyway, it's Knights of the Most Heavenly. I might as well just teleport. Foundation! Yeah, Aenor should just bond with both of them. Actually, Hori Boulder, we already know that Hori Boulder and Coltonhead are like super close. I'm just saying, I don't know. There is a lot of fanfic you could be writing, and people are so bad. They only write about their own, like, fan characters making out with these people. Come on, look at all these NPCs you could be working with. Look at all... I remember someone was arguing that, like, a character was like, he doesn't do anything, and it was like, you see him plenty of times in the Waking Sands and stuff, and it was like, well, that's not a real story. And it's like, these are characters. They're just little characters, little spots of our friends, like, popping in and out. They're not with us all the time, doesn't mean that they're not characters. Whatever. Did you see how many wine bottles were in front of Home? To be fair, that table is where everyone drinks, so I don't think he was drinking them all. Greetings, warrior of light. What business brings you to Ishgard? What business did bring me to Ishgard? I honestly was not listening. I see. Wait here, I will summon Sir Amaric. I honestly forgot I was not listening. I was talking to other people in the chat. RIP. It's good to see you, my friend. 'Tis but a pity it must be under such circumstances. Had Lucia not informed me of the urgency of your suit, I would certainly have sent for some wine. Amaric, please! Elvie is going to kill me! What's a business? Thank you for bringing these developments in Ala Mhigan to our attention. Ishgard will of course send an envoy to attend the council in Gridania. I cannot say who will represent us, however, as the choice is not mine to make. Not mine alone, at any rate. Given the imminence of the threat, we may forego the formalities of the full assembly, but I would still need to consult my counterpart in the House of Commons prior to proceeding. Will you permit me some time to make the necessary arrangements? I thank you. Our representative, whomever we select, will require a suitable escort. Make your preparations and inform Sir Handelo that he is to lead in your absence. Yes, Lord Commander. Calosa, pray accompany Lucia to the gates of judgment and make ready to depart for Gridania. I will have our envoy join you as soon as I can. Furious speed you on your way. Amaric! Amaric is going to get me killed. I'm just saying. Elvie is just sitting in the back, like, glaring daggers the whole time. And it's like, Calosa keeps needing to, like, lift up her hand and, like, flash her ring, like, 7 times. Yeah! Yeah, why? But make sure it's not anything really good or anything. Flash, flash, flash. Jeez.
Y'all just friends. Yeah, okay, I'm glad we've established that then. I'm happy. If you have no other business in the city, join me at the Gate of Judgment. We must be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives. I think it's fun to just play a character who, like, doesn't want to make out with anyone, because, like, everyone else wants to make out with all the other characters. I'm glad that I'm, like, the one person who doesn't need to. Yo, Lucia! You are perhaps wondering who will represent Ishgard at the council. As this is a military matter, I should not be surprised if Sir Emmerich nominated himself. He is yet Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, after all. So, after all this time, he's like, it's not my choice, but it's gonna be him anyway. Right. Yep, there we go. We meet again. As it happens, my counterpart in the House of Commons agreed that I should act as Ishgard's envoy. Not, I concede, that there was ever any real doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, it is my duty to sanction any military cooperation. Be that as it may, I could not in good conscience make the decision alone, not with the ink scarce dry on the Republic's Book of Statutes. That's very kind of you. I get the red tape. It's very cute, though. I trust you understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further by making a brief stop at Camp Dragonhead. Given the trouble brewing in the Black Shroud, I would see that the garrison is ready to defend the border. Yeah, I was thinking to myself the same thing, Elvie, like, especially since Elvie is the only Azure Dragoon, like, in the area now, like, you guys are probably having war meetings all the time, and, like, afterwards you guys are just going out and, like, having a drink and stuff. So, like, it's obviously happening. Calosa just isn't seeing it. That's the idea. That's the canon in this world. I'm glad that Sir Emmerich's counterpart saw the wisdom in his coming. Few, if any, in Ishgard can claim to possess his expertise in both politics and warfare. The garrison commander waits within. Why not accompany me, Calosa? You may see a familiar face. Why do you think Elvie isn't with the signs in the cutscenes? No, Elvie is in the cutscenes, but I'm not seeing their dinner date because it's Calosa. Calosa's not there as a third wheel during a dinner date with Ishgardian military things. The dinner dates are private, exactly. Calosa isn't seeing them. And then afterwards, Elvie comes on by to the Rising Stones and hangs out with us. It makes sense. They just don't understand the work before pleasure adage. No one does. What the? A Calosa girl. How wonderful to see you. And Sir Emmerich, too. To what do I owe these unexpected pleasures? Emanaline? I will have some mulled wine brought up from the kitchens at once, if you will excuse me. Nay, do not trouble yourself, Honora. We shall soon be on our way. Lucia, a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. Emmy! What is Emmy doing here? Those villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as naturally as breathing to a to an Imperial. And thus we shall strengthen our patrols as you suggest. We shall also be sure to communicate these developments to Lord Francel in the Observatorium. I see you have everything in hand. Carry on then, Commander. Emanaline! He's the commander now! Look at this boy, he's growing up! Oh, my sons! Surprised to see yours truly at the helm. Not? Well, I mean, I'm not, but like, yes, but also no. It is so cute. You and me both, old girl. I doubt I'll ever feel worthy to sit where he sat. Oh, baby. They put up a picture of him! Yet we can but play the hand we're dealt. And with a little help from the veterans and Honorroy's ceaseless chiding, I'm sure I'll muddle through. So worry not, old girl. Off to Gridania with you. Madeline, look at this boy! He's growing up. I love him! Oh, and Honorroy giving a little bow on the way out. Look at that tiny! Oh, imagine how Honorroy must feel as a manservant being addressed by his first name by the Lord Commander. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, I didn't see them in the cutscene, so I was wondering if they were gone, but they are definitely still here. I shan't waste my time attempting to replace him. I can but be my best self, and hope that's enough. Oh, look at this tiny baby! I shall do my utmost to see that my lord is not overwhelmed by his duties. He can be surprisingly diligent when he puts his mind to it. If he puts his mind to it. Oh. After speaking with the others, we have decided to leave the intercessory vacant for the time being. You are more than welcome to make use of it as you see fit. Oops, sorry. Sorry, Yael. I dismissed it as a mere jest at first, but I suspect Lord Holshafont was quite serious when he suggested calling it the Falling Snows. Aww. Oh, I can't talk to him in New Game Plus mode. Okay, well then. Probably spoilers then. We're going to New Gridania! New Gridania, Gridania, New Gridania, that's so true. It's the place where Calosa was from. Yeah! A serpent honor guard. I bid you welcome to our visitor. I bid welcome to our visitors from Ishgard. It seems so peaceful. One would scarce believe that Baelsar's wall and wretched Ala Mhigan lie but a few short malms away. Diplomatic duties have brought me here on several occasions, but I find that I am as enraptured by the Black Shroud's beauty now as when I first laid eyes upon it. I fear that this time, however, events shall not afford us the luxury of enjoying the splendor of the forest. Yeah, well, it's raining, so it's not really splendid right now, but well, I'm sorry, elementals. I mean, the forest is always splendid at every moment of every time. I understand. Nature is beautiful in all forms, yes. Sorry, elementals. I didn't mean to backtalk you. It seems you are to have an escort to the Lotus Stand. A pleasant place to discuss unpleasant matters, is it not? Yep, sounds about right. Yes, of course. 'Tis like that we are the last to arrive. Let us announce ourselves, shall we? Bow. Yeah, I guess I'll just... I guess I could have just turned around and took the teleport to the place, but oh well. It's not a problem. Oop. The envoy from Ishgard has arrived. Very good. This way, if you please. Ah, and the Lumidzen party as well. What? We weren't the last to arrive. I had hoped to slip in unannounced, but I see I was not the only one delayed in my arrival. Greetings, Sir Amaric. Wait, and also... Whoa. Hey there, you Gidi. Admiral, always a pleasure. And Calosa, I trust you are well. 'Tis a day for reunions, it seems, and I believe you are well acquainted with my escort. Yo, you Gidi! Lady Calosa, I was glad to hear from Rio that the missing scions have now been found. There is much and more I would discuss with you, but let us first attend to the issue at hand, shall we? Elemental Commander, you're back early. How are things in the city? They bad-talked our raid. What? Cox shotgun, they bad-talked our raid. And now the raid just stops.
I bid you welcome, my friends.
As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gyr Abania. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alphino?
Yeah, isn't it like a lady from Gyr Abania? I mean,
Indeed, Elder Seedseer. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
This griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Baelsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
Oof.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the Calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove.
Yeah, Emmerich!
Elder Seedseer, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
Just as long as the elementals are told what's going on, so that they don't just start eating everyone.
The Doman people too would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal.
Just make sure that you don't get yourselves killed, because as you said, you are few, and I don't want to be the cause of a genocide. I'm just saying.
On behalf of my people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
Yeah!
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed?
Heck yeah!
Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift. There is much to be done.
Yeah! We are kind of playing right into their hands, but...
The Council knows that Ala Mhigan will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defences seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one. Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
Yeah, I was saying, aren't we just playing right into his hands? We're just... He wants a war for us to go into Gryrbania to... Wait. Who was the person who really wanted to go into... Who wanted to save Ala Mhigan? I mean, the entire Resistance does, but there was someone who was, like, super into it. Something weird's going on. Hey, Aqua! Oh, coffee. Coffee. That the Council was able to reach an accord so swiftly is a heartening development in itself. I only hope my misgivings prove unfounded. Ah, good. You have yet to depart. I feared I had missed you. So, Americ! Master Alphino, a pleasure as always. Mistress Alice, how wonderful to see you thus recovered. Pardon the interruption. I had hoped to thank Calosa for serving as our escort before other duties called her away. I also wish to thank our Doman ally. Wait. Ah, she's hiding behind the tree over there between Calosa and Alice. Ah! Ninjas. Forgive me, my lord. I was but awaiting an opportune moment to join the conversation, and force of habit made me keep to the shadows. No apologies are necessary, Mistress Yugiri. I was most grateful for your interjection when I offered Ishgard's support. My nation's historic failure to heed the Alliance's pleas for aid is a matter of record. Even so, the Alliance leaders were plainly unprepared for my impromptu apologies. The resulting air of awkwardness might have lingered longer were it not for your timely offer of cooperation, which allowed the Elder Seedseer to accept us both. I very much appreciated the gesture. I only did my duty, Sir Americ. The Empire is an enemy to us all, and we are grateful for the opportunity to fight at your side. And full glad am I that we have you. Pray convey my regards to the Scions, my friends. We must return to Ishgard.
Whatever is wrong with a simple sorry or thank you? Must these politicians always make a speech out of everything? This is how adults speak, dear sister. Mayhap the ones who like the sound of their own voices. In any case, our business here is concluded. We should be on our way as well. Will you accompany us to Revenant's Toll, Yugiri? Actually, I think I shall first pay a brief visit to the East Shroud. I'm curious to know how Papa Limo and Ida fared in their talks with the Sylphs, not to mention what has been going on at Baelsar's Wall. I will join you at the Rising Stones anon. Revenant. So we are going to Revenant's Toll. Okay, I just needed to make sure that we weren't going to the East Shroud suddenly for some reason. Game. I'm sorry, Albie. It's too soon. It's too soon for Kava Fifi. Never stop. Even now I am astonished by how closely Mistress Alice resembles Master Outlander. Their very mannerisms are alike. From a distance I should be hard-pressed to tell one from the other, until they open their mouths, of course. Welcome back, Calosa. I don't know about you, but I am heartily glad that all of the talking is over. I understand that these council meetings are important, but do you not find it tiresome to have to weigh every word before you speak it? I doubt I'll ever feel at home in the realm of politics. Woo! That said, the people have been known to change, and if my brother is willing to run his own errands, anything is possible. Well, got him. LSA seems eager to discuss the council's decision with the other scions. Griffin on the wall. Who's the murderiest of them all? Well, as much as I enjoy the bustle of the toll, I think it's time we headed inside. My brother and the others will not be long. Ah, you are returned from the council, but what of Alphino? Did some other matter require his attention? Just wanted to talk with... Oh! Mine apologies, friends. I trust we have not kept you waiting over long. Greetings, everyone! Oh, Kryle, how's Nago doing? She will be alright, won't she? I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Tataru is keeping an eye on her, so we'll know soon enough if there is any change in her condition. Her wounds are healing well. With sufficient rest, I am certain she will make a full recovery. Thank goodness for that! Now, mayhap you would share with us the Council's decision. Each of the nations, Ishgard included, has committed to providing military support to Gridania. The Aeosian Alliance will soon have a significant force in the Black Shroud, ready to respond to any Imperial act of aggression. You know, I almost wish the council would stop messing around and give the Griffin what he wants. I wouldn't like to be the Imperial cop between the Resistance and the Alliance. Ida, you cannot seriously... What does not lightly go to war with the Garlean Empire? Quite. To open hostilities without due consideration would be to invite disaster. If only there were some other way to reach the Griffin. Some means to convince him to abandon this reckless course. It may not be entirely unfeasible. There is a network of tunnels beneath Baelsar's walls, secret passages dug by the Resistance to provide a way out of Ala Mhigan, which may equally serve as a way in. Precisely. If all are in agreement, I would be the one to undertake the necessary negotiations, not unnecessary. I'm familiar with the route, and the Resistance is familiar to me. About as familiar as they are with me, you mean? Say what you want, I'm coming too. I have some experience in the practice of infiltration. If you would have me, my services are at your disposal. As are mine. It's been far too long since I shared a shadow with a shinobi, and I do not intend to waste the opportunity. Wow, get a room, you two. 4 is quite sufficient for an infiltration mission. Greater numbers will only serve to increase the risk of detection. Kryl and I will direct our energies elsewhere. What of you, Levieurs? I will return to the East Shroud and stand watch over the border. Should matters take a turn for the worst, 'twould seem wise to be on hand. Might I prevail upon you to accompany me, Calosa? Gridania will be safer for your presence, and, while it may not seem the most thrilling duty, dear sister, might I ask that you remain at the Rising Stones to pass on messages and so on? To hold the fort, you mean? Very well, I suppose the task must fall to someone. Safe travels, all of you. Yeah, technically, red mages don't exist yet in-game, so you're kind of stuck, Alice. Ripperoni! We're out! Vroom! Stick on the shades, drive off into the sunset. Yeah! Yeah, some of the quest titles are pretty great. You're right, Aqua. I'm no ninja, but I did spend some few moons in the Charlian homeland learning how to move unseen. Between you, Gidi, and my humble self, Ida and Papalima will be well protected. My fellow shinobi required little encouragement to take their place among the Alliance's forces massing in Gridania. They are most eager to cross blades with the armies of Garlemald once more. All I'm saying is that it wouldn't be the worst thing if we ended up joining the Griffin's fight against the Empire. I mean, it's gonna happen sooner or later, isn't it? I may perhaps have exaggerated my standing with the Resistance a little, but I am confident that I have a reasonable chance of putting a stop to this madness before events spiral out of control. Yes, fair to middling at the very least. Let's hope. I expect Tatara would have little trouble facilitating communication between our forces under normal circumstances, but I concede she has her hands full nursing that Resistance fighter back to health. No matter, my turn in the fields will come. Are we all... anything new? Nope, it's the same. Is it? Yeah, okay. If you have any unfinished business with Natol, pray attend to it now. I would depart for the Hawthorne Hut without delay. The nearby watchtower offers an unobstructed view of Baelsar's wall, and I should be interested to speak to the Alliance commanders who have installed themselves at its top. Alfie will do whatever it takes to keep Allie out of harm's way, and it's so true. He's the older brother by like 5 minutes, but in Japan that makes a world of difference, and he probably feels like he has to take care of her, especially when she likes to run off and get herself killed. Ah, Calosa, there you are. Come, Amaris's spire awaits. The Alliance officers on the platform should be able to apprise us of any developments at the wall. Fancy meeting the two of you here. We were about to set forth as well. Indeed. I was about to say 12 watch over you, but I doubt you have need of divine protection, even if you are venturing into enemy territory. Don't worry, Alphino. We'll have the griffin by the scruff of the neck before you know it. Do make up your mind, Nita. Nary a moment ago, you seemed ready to shake the griffin by the hand rather than the neck. So, which is it to be? 'Twould be best to decide before we enter into negotiations. Trust me, Papa Limo. I'll shake whatever needs shaking. The talking part I leave to you.
Especially since Alfie is the adult, apparently. I think I feel a headache coming on. Let us be on our way, shall we? Some things never change. Well then, shall we make for the spire? Our alliance friends will doubtless have news for us. Mm-hmm. Hot. Yeah, we've got some time. I would log in on your characters if you want to join us on this awesome time. I'll shake whatever needs shaking hot. Okay, got it. Welcome, Warrior of Light. I assume you're here to speak with our commanding officers. You will find them on the observation platform. Pray, proceed. Mm-hmm. Okay, thank goodness they're just going to teleport us up to the top. Pippin! Greetings, my friends. 'Tis good to see you both well. Oh, and Hilda! Wow! And Riki! I was hoping you might turn up. Dragged half the watch here, see, and the sight of you might help remind them why we bothered. If my memory serves, I have not seen many of you since the day of the grand melee. Having borne the brunt of your blows, may I say what an honor it is to stand at your side. Hey, that's a reference to the fact that we did hard mode. Yeah, we did that dungeon. 'Tis heartening indeed to see the realm's most stalwart defenders thus gathered in common cause. Speaking of which, what news from the wall? All's been quiet. Oh, it's Versailles. He's the like high commander. Ooh. Oh no. That's not quiet at all. Report! What? Seven hells. Fighting has broken out on top of the wall. A full-scale assault. So the Griffin has made his move. Someone has. And what's that supposed to mean? The attackers, they're wearing Grand Company colors. Impossible! We gave no such order! Of course! The wall was never the Griffin's target, it was bait! We have been goaded into deploying our armies nearby, thus lending weight to the deception! If these uniforms were convincing enough to deceive my scouts, the Empire will surely think we're launching an offensive. This could mean war! Even so, this may be no more than a diversion. With the armies of the Alliance occupying the Empire's attention, it would be comparatively easy for the Griffin supporters to slip into Ala Mhigan. He could then incite a rebellion amongst the populace, which the Imperial reserves would be hard-pressed to contain. Eorzea, meanwhile, would be plunged into chaos. Calosa, we must make for the wall at once. Mm-hmm. What, just the two of you? Our companions embarked on a mission to sway the Griffin from his course, and are likely halfway to his command post by now. They will emerge in the midst of a raging battle, and I do not mean to abandon them to their fate. It will be dangerous, aye, but the confusion may work to our advantage. If we are careful to avoid the skirmishing, it may be possible to reach the Griffin, and if we could do that... Lady Hilda, might I ask that you have an airship ready to bear the Scions to safety? I don't know who this Lady Hilda is, Marshal, but you can count on me. We must prepare for Imperial reprisals. May the Navigator guide us through the storm. Yeah, Hilda, I love you so much. Lady Hilda. I don't know who this Lady Hilda is. The Griffin. Either they stole the suits or he got Ala Mhigans who are working with the grand companies. Forward, comrades! The time has come to drive the Empire from Ala Mhigan and force action upon those who have turned their backs to our suffering for so long. Let this victory be the first step in the liberation of our homeland. Ala Mhigan will be free, no matter the cost. Hilda, I love you. Platonically, of course. Of course. Yes, of course. Speak with Alphino. At the wall. I wonder what this entrance could be. This dungeon entrance. Milady, as per Marshal Tarapin's orders, we will provide a fate to cover your advance. May the crystal light your way forward. From what Papa Lima told me, the trail ahead should lead us into the shadow of the wall. As we have two objectives, I suggest we divide our forces. I shall make straight ways for the tunnels and attempt to intercept our comrades ere they stumble into a bloodbath. While I do so, I must ask that you scale the wall. Know that I would not propose such a course if there were any other way, but the time for subtlety is past. Take a band of your most trusted companions and cut a path through to the Griffin. Make him see reason by any means necessary. Once we are free of the tunnels, we will make for your position with all due haste, and if everything proceeds according to plan, Hilda will then swoop in and spirit us all away to safety. I only pray that we have enough time. Baelsar's wall, now accessible. Can't skip this, by the way. No! I was running a character on an alt and I was skipping every single thing, and that really pissed me off when I couldn't skip that scene. No! I have to watch it! Alright. Y'all ready for this? The final dungeon. Marking the border between the Black Shroud and Garabania, the legacy of Gaius van Baelsar is now a towering monument to imperial tyranny, and now smoke rises from its iron crenellations. In a bid to drag the armies of Eorzea into the struggle for Ala Mhigan liberation, the Griffin and its resistance fighters have disguised themselves in Grand Company uniforms and laid siege to Baelsar's wall. While Alphino seeks to call your companions back from the now meaningless mission of diplomacy, you must ascend the war-torn fortification by swiftest route and persuade the Griffin, by force if necessary, to abandon his reckless ambition. Oh, one of my gear is noticeably low. Let us repair that. Oh yeah, 18. Woof. There we go. Ready for pain. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. Everything's fine. We're gonna stop the Griffin. We're gonna tell the Garleans that it was all a joke, and then it'll be fine. Nothing bad will happen. thinking about maybe being a Dark Knight, but hey, we already got one. Yo, bad people, no AoEs for you. Oh wait, yeah, make sure. There we go. Everyone always forgets this key. Everyone. Oh, we can't go that way. Whoops. Whoopsie doodle. Sorry, tank. Lol! I love that jump LV made and then just did a big explosion. And then it just flew up in the air because of the tether. Whoop. One more key. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Aonica. Hey! It's a Final Fantasy VI Magitech armor. Ah, my practice targets. Ah, crit heals. My AoE. That is Elfie. Watching ya. Got him. Instant heal. Right on schedule. Easy. Be careful with this. If you get motion sickness, it can be a little awkward, but it's not so bad. It's basically a gauntlet. This little thing moves along the pathway, and then down over this way and that, and then monsters come in. drop here. 10 really should stand here to pick them up easier. Oh well, no problem. Oh yeah, I love being a DPS. This isn't a healer class, it's a DPS. I'm glad you thought it was funny. That was blatantly, obviously stolen from oh gosh, I'm forgetting his name. It was the yeah, basically white mage, his comedy videos. Hey, we're finally finished. Let's get out of here. Whee! Smell your jokes later! Activating surplus cerulean propulsion. Launcher. This is a blue mage spell. Motion tracking activated. Don't move, don't move. Otherwise that happens. Activating Magitech Bit Laser Grid. Laser Grid? Whoa, okay. That's a grid, alright. Motion tracking activated. Little babies! Kill the babies, kill the babies, kill the babies. Structural integrity compromised. $99? Wow, yeah, LVJ gets 99 on a need. It's really fun when you roll need and you get like a 1, but it's a need, so you get it anyway. Oh yeah, Dragoon's rotation, it gets really crazy later on. You're gonna have fun with that. Yeah, take notes when you're watching Elvie. Pull! Yeah! Yeah! Oh, you can't see it because I'm absolutely annihilating them all, but these are the guys that are dressed up like the Grand Company people, the Resistance members. The Griffin in a boss arena. Surely we will not fight him. I'll give you your end, Warrior of Light. Come, see what happens at the far edge of fate. The mask! Ilbird! You guys just broke the... Oh, crap. You guys broke it. There's the fight. There's no fight music. You guys broke it. I blame the tank. Tank broke it. It would have been like da 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 da, but we can't see it because it just ruined everything. This guy broke everything. Does this tank honestly know what he's doing? There we go. Turn away. LV's gonna get kicked out. And then just jump back in. There we go. Easy. This is hilarious. Tanks, man. I should have just let us die, and then that's what he gets for being too run happy. Oh yeah, I just love dying. Thanks, guys. Love dying. Thank you. Thank you for removing it. Aw, are you serious?
Sloppy.
Sloppy.
I'll tear you limb from limb. Sloppy.
Sloppy.
Amigo.
Sloppy.
I have you now.
Ha! Good, LB. Yeah! Nice.
Yeah!
Get out of here, Griffin. If that is your real name. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Come on! Sloppy! Sloppy! Slope! Get out of here, Elbird! Get out forever. He is the sloppy one. He is so sloppy. We're not even happy anymore. All this crap you put us through. You know what? For that whole thing, ruining the cutscene and everything, he's not getting a command. Ha! Got him. Here we go. No, what happened was
You've beaten me, aye.
The cutscene was happening, but see, I was standing right on the middle, like you know, like the part that like the wall that separates it. And what happened was he pulled so quickly that my cutscene didn't finish. And so I was standing on the wall, so the wall had to shove me out when it was erected, and it destroyed and cut out the cutscene early before it could finish, which is another reason why he didn't get a command. Ha! This terrible, terrible person didn't finish it and fast enough, did too fast. And then so the whole thing just messed up. So, yeah, it got erected. So, yeah, it was super annoying, and I didn't give him a command, because he can't keep it in his pants for like 5 seconds. Jeez, whatever. Hello, Ilbird! Time to beat the crap out of you in the cutscene now.
But you cannot stop what I've begun. Behold, a glimpse of things to come.
What? Huh? The Ala Mhigan fighters.
We did it! We showed the bastards!
Aye! Victory is ours!
And who knows, lads? Mayhap the Eorzeans will finally see sense when the enemy turns up on their bloody doorstep.
I recognize that man. Laurentius.
This is for Ala Mhigan, for Eorzea.
Laurentius, what are you doing?
They die that others may live.
Laurentius, what are you doing? I say the Lord. Do it.
Vanguards! Attack!
Seven hells. Do you hear that?
Oh no! The boss monsters are coming!
War machines. How did they get here so quickly?
Because people were on the inside.
Stand your ground! For the resistance!
Ilbird had everything set up. No! There's so many. Even
There's nowhere to run. We're cut off.
Even I could barely hang on against one of them.
mortals? What were we thinking? The Empire's too big. Too powerful.
Why would you do this, Ilberd?
Mighty Rolger. Grant us the strength to crush our...
Papa
There
Limo.
you are.
Ida. Alphino.
As you can see, our infiltrators did not elude me for long. Lady Ugiri is sending for an airship even as we speak.
I thought Hilda was doing that. Whatever.
What do we do? This is a massacre!
Why? What is the point?
How wonderful to see you, Commander.
Ilberd!
Ilberd. I should have known. This has to end. It has to end now. Do you not see your countrymen dying? Have your ideals rendered you blind even to that? Order the retreat, and we will help your soldiers to safety.
Retreat? With the moment of my triumph so close at hand. You truly are a sheltered child, Leverrier.
The eyes.
Nidhogg's eyes. No abyss is too deep for you, I see. But trust me when I say that such power was not meant for mortal hands.
Oh, Aqua, you missed it. Oh, the Ascians had the Warriors of Darkness pull them out of the chasm, and then the Ascians gave them to him. So wonderful. This whole thing was an Ascian plot.
How long have I struggled to reach this point? My countrymen, so inured to the taste of defeat, they no longer balk at its bitterness, shouting my throat raw with rallying cries, only to be greeted with dull eyes and blank faces. My brothers and sisters in Ulda have surrendered to their apathy and their appetites. Were it not for the glint of Lodorito's coin, I doubt even those here now would have answered my call. Take back our homeland! Free Ala Mhigan! Ha! They'll happily mouth the words, but they won't spill the blood. You say no mortal should wield these eyes? Then I shall gladly become a demon. I will suckle on the souls of the hopeless and liberate the homeland they no longer deserve.
You're mad, Ilberd!
What exactly do you mean to do?
Did you hear their cries as victory was snatched away from them? Even with their dying breaths, they cursed the Empire. Never has their desire for vengeance been so raw, so true. A god has no need of faith when summoned by so pure a purpose.
That was what the Warriors of Light mentioned. They said to birth a new god.
Summoned? You cannot mean to fight the Empire with a primal! You know full well the danger, the futility of relying on such power!
Oh yes, I know their limitations. Which is why I will call upon a deity more terrible than the very black worm of the Calamity itself.
What? Here? Now?
No! We can't handle another Calamity!
Like hells you will!
Yeah, Ida!
An ending to mark a new beginning. My pain, my longing,
You shall have it all!
Ilbert! Oh god. Thanks for that wet squelching sound as his head hits the pavement. He must be part dragoon for that jump. I mean, he might have. All of these people. Everyone dead. All of them praying. No. No. Not again.
This light, is it...
His death completed the ritual. The primal is taking shape.
We can't do this. We can't win.
Well, can't we stop it? There must be something we can do.
There is one thing.
What?
What? Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Master Louisois briefly contained Bahamut by means of a potent spell of sealing. I will now attempt to do the same.
Papalima, what are you...
But that's impossible! We would need hours to collect the necessary ether, if not days!
Alphino, though I concede it may not always be apparent, I was ever your grandsire's finest pupil.
Team Samati, of course! The staff still holds enormous power, broken or not.
Don't you dare, Papalimo! I know how that spell works! It is time to leave!
Quite right. Quickly now, off you go! The further away, the better!
Papalima, wait! What are you...
No! If you're staying, then so am I!
No, Ida! There is a path only you can walk, and it must not end here, not like this!
Oh.
Take her! Please, you have to take her!
Please, Thancred.
What? No! Damn it, Thancred! Put me down! Thancred!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you! Go!
Papalimo, Take care of yourself. I couldn't do anything here.
Hilda! I think he means now!
I bid thee farewell again, my dear Ida. Now, let us see how good a student I truly was.
The ceiling. Come on, Papalimo. Yes. Yes! It's working! And just like Louis Soir. How many more must we lose? Papalimo knew what he was doing. I couldn't refuse him.
Every Ishgardian gets taught that the Sea of Clouds churns in the grip of the war and elements of water and wind. Enough to tear you apart, they say. No one's ever gone to the bottom of the abyss and lived to tell the tale. How did that bastard manage to get his eyes on Nidhogg's eyes? If you have a warrior of darkness who can't die. It has been explained to me what that light represents, and I have ordered our forces to stand ready. It seems like we can do little else but wait. I understand only too well the desire to reclaim one's homeland, but I cannot condone such slaughter. And there it is. Papalimo. It hurts even more. I know. Even when you know it, it doesn't help. Why? Why didn't they let me stay? Papalimo was my friend. I should have been there with him.
You could see it in his eyes, Ida. He knew what he was doing, what had to be done. Master Louis Soir wore that same look right before the end.
Do you think I don't know that? I know, alright, I know!
There's nothing more you could have done. Ilbert caught us all off guard. Even Calosa was powerless to stop him. If you must blame someone, then blame me. Just promise that you never forget what Papalimo strove to protect, or the lessons he tried to teach you.
Don't speak to me!
Leave Ida with me. Go on, go back to the Rising Stones. The others need to know what happened to you.
It's over, Papalimo. It's all over.
It's over. Nothing you can say can console her now. Okay, the others just say regular stuff. Once again, I find myself at a loss for words. But Thancred is right. We must return to the Rising Stones and apprise our companions of all of this. Pray make your way there at once. I will send word to Y'shtola and the others of our imminent return. Sounds like a plan. Griffin on the wall. Who's the sloppiest one of all? Oh man, Slope was such a meme when this first came out. And every time... Slope! I'm sorry, Papalimo. It's okay. You'll get reborn in a shitty gacha purgatory. Yay.
Why does everyone look so grim? Has something happened? Say something for heaven's sake!
"'Twould seem you bring ill tidings, brother." Aye. Behind the griffin's mask, we found the grinning face of an old adversary. Ilberd. I know not how, but he had in his possession the eyes of Nidhogg, whose dread power he used to initiate a summoning ritual, even as we looked on. By the 12. I don't understand. To attempt such a magic requires every ounce of one's ether. No one, not even grandfather, could cast it and hope to survive. Indeed. It was ever our last resort, as I am certain Papalimo was aware. Thus did the pupil follow in the footsteps of his master, even unto the grave. I have as yet been unable to explain how Ilberd came to possess Nidhogg's eyes. In the depths of the sea of clouds, a perpetual storm of water and wind-aspected ether rages. No mortal could endure such conditions. Then mayhap it was the work of an Ascian, but now is not the time for idle speculation. Kryl, I have need of your assistance.
Yes, of course.
We must inspect the cocoon of light and ascertain the state of the primal trapped within. Between our respective talents, I dare say we shall glean some measure of insight. Understood. I can't promise I'll be able to sense much through the barrier, but I shall certainly do my best. As shall I. Let us be about it, then.
What? Without so much as a by your leave?
Pray forgive Archon Y'shtola her brevity. She seeketh employment, lest her grief deprive her of the will to act. A desire to comfort Ida doubtless compoundeth her unseemly haste. I, too, must contend with this grievous loss of mine in mine own way. By thy leave, Lady Alice, I shall honor our fallen colleague through gainful study. There exist writings which may yet further our understanding of this cocoon of light. Bow. Mayhap I was too quick to judge. Surrendering to sadness and regret would be a poor tribute to Papalimo's sacrifice. Quite. We must begin preparations to face Ilberd's accursed creation without delay. What time we have was purchased at too dear a price for us to squander it. Elvi just, Urianger, I gotta talk to you about your bad outfits. And Alteron as Urianger, mine dear Elvi, a robe is a robe by any other name, and this one may serveth me as well as any other. Elvi Bert! Elvi is not happy from this fashion disaster. And I'm sorry, Alteron, yeah. My own grief is as a crushing weight upon my heart. And when I think of what Ida must be feeling, Papalimo's sacrifice cannot be in vain. We will find the means to deal with this primal. Oh, wait, Tataru?
All I want to do is weep, but right now we need to hold back the tears and do what must be done.
Obvious solution? Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. You know what? It's almost time. You know what? I think this is a good stopping point. It's been a while since I've been in the Rising Stones. Let me sit at the normal place. Yeah. Whew. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. And I'm sorry that we're gonna leave it on like another downer. But the next one is coming up. This is basically 5.5. What was it? Yeah. Well, no, sorry, 3.55. We're gonna go into 5.5 next time, and then we're gonna finish it up So, yeah, next week we're gonna do the end of Heavensward, and then sometime in the middle of that week we'll do, what was it, Tales from the Dragon Song War, and then we'll start Stormblood. We're this close. Hey everyone! Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. I dare say we might finish Stormblood by the time Endwalker comes out. I'm still not sure. I'm pretty sure for Endwalker I will probably stream it blind instead of New Game Plusing it. I may do a blind and then New Game Plus later to help us figure out things as we go. We'll see how it turns out. Yeah. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. Thank you so much, everyone. I will see you guys around another time. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.